At the beginning of this year, perhaps no one expected that BYD's terminal performance would develop at such a fast speed and reach such a high level, but now we have to accept that this has become a fact. What's more, in October this year, this car company, which claims to be a leader of new energy vehicles, undoubtedly once again produced an undisputed report card. Specifically, it sold a total of 217,816 new cars, a year-on-year increase of 142.2%, and the cumulative sales of new energy vehicles exceeded 2.9 million. More importantly, BYD's cumulative sales from January to October have reached 1.3979 million vehicles, a year-on-year increase of 233.92%, approaching the 1.4 million vehicle mark. According to its current order volume and production capacity release, it is basically a certainty that it can break through the 200,000 mark in the remaining 2 months and the 1.8 million mark for the whole year. The current BYD has undoubtedly successfully achieved the goal of all the products on sale as popular models. In addition, it has achieved common development in the two technical routes of plug-in hybrid and pure electric, and the competition between them is not obvious. In the end, BYD really ushered in the qualitative change caused by the quantitative change. At the beginning of the year, Wang Chuanfu, the founder of BYD, said, with the Blade battery, DMI Super Hybrid e-Platform 3.0 and other disruptive technologies, we insist on developing two routes of battery electric and plug-in hybrid, and we are about to usher in the explosion of technology, products, and markets. Apparently, he did not break his promise. So, why is BYD the only one that made success in China, and not other Chinese independent brands that are also actively transforming? In addition, since BYD can sell 1.8 million new cars this year, what height will this car company reach next year? 4 million? Is it possible? Hi. Welcome to Auto Age. Now you are on the journey to look back at every change in the car, witness every surge in speed, and explore the mystery behind the car. Before we started today's video, please subscribe to the channel and turn on the notification bell. Okay, let's get started. First of all, why did BYD succeed? The answer is very simple. First of all, from the perspective of the environment, positive changes in end users' awareness of new energy vehicles must account for a large proportion. Secondly, from the perspective of the enterprise itself, no matter the vertical supply chain, cost control, product innovation, technology research and development, or even sales network, every step of BYD has stepped on the correct node after continuous accumulation. For example, the hot sales of DMI have driven the EV segment upward. Furthermore, we must admit that as time goes by, the disappearance of Chinese consumers' blind worship of joint venture brands like Toyota and Volkswagen, as well as their patriotism, all have also become the booster of BYD's sales. In general, on a brand new track, once the first mover advantage is fully established, it will become bigger and bigger like a snowball. So, since BYD can sell 1.8 million new cars this year, what height will this car company reach next year? In fact, as of now, although BYD officials have not announced specific sales expectations, after I have summarized various versions posted on the internet, it seems that they are directly pointing to 4 million vehicles. To be honest, the formulation of such an exaggerated goal is indeed very exciting. In other words, BYD's ambitions are already very obvious. However, after calming down and thinking about it, I found that the recent market environment, as well as the continued sluggish consumer confidence in car purchases under the raging epidemic, coupled with the fact that Chinese new energy subsidies are about to completely decline, and the prices of power battery raw materials have repeatedly hit new highs, in fact, the external environment is very unfavorable for BYD. In addition, competitors like Geely, Great Wall, Changan, Tesla, NIO, Leading Ideal, XPeng, etc. will spare no effort to play their trump cards in the plug-in hybrid and battery electric sectors next year. The competition at the product level will quickly fall into a brutal white-hot stage next year, and BYD will inevitably be everyone's focus target. At the same time, judging from the current layout of BYD's efforts to go overseas, it can already be felt that this car company is full of expectations for the net increase that this sector can provide in the future. But the pain points and challenges it needs to solve are also obvious. In the past October, after gradually entering some countries, BYD's export sales were only 9,529 units, which contributed very little to the overall situation. Next year, there are still certain unknowns as to whether the qualitative change caused by the quantitative change can be ushered in like in China's new energy market. To sum up, for BYD, in the process of hitting the annual sales target of 4 million vehicles, it must be full of various thorns, and it is definitely not an easy task. In addition, before this car company, there is another problem that cannot be ignored, that is, how to improve its profitability. Take the recently released third-quarter financial report as an example. BYD achieved revenue of 117.081 billion yuan in the third quarter, a year-on-year increase of 115.59%. The net profit of shareholders of listed companies after deducting non-recurring gains and losses was 5.335 billion yuan, a year-on-year increase of 930.48%. At first glance, the performance is very good. What is even more commendable is that BYD's net profit attributable to its parent in the first 3 quarters of this year has surpassed the sum of profits in the past 3 years. According to relevant financial report data, BYD's net profits attributable to its parent from 2019 to 2021 were 1.614 billion yuan, 4.234 billion yuan, and 3.045 billion yuan, for a total of 8.893 billion yuan. But what is quite embarrassing is that, as its biggest rival that cannot be avoided, judging from the same key data in Tesla's third-quarter financial report, the total revenue reached $21.45 billion, about 155.46 billion yuan, a year-on-year increase of 56%. The net profit attributable to ordinary shareholders reached $3.29 billion, about 23.77 billion yuan, a year-on-year increase of 103%. In contrast, although BYD has sold more new cars, its profit-making efficiency is obviously lower than that of Tesla, so the next thing to pay attention to is how to work hard on the gross profit margin per car. So, do you think that BYD, which has created miracles in 2022, will continue to bring huge surprises to the auto market in 2023? 4 million, can it be achieved? Okay, that's all for today. Please put your comments below and share your insightful ideas with other people. Do you want to learn about more auto stories? Please keep following our channel and like our videos. Thank you so much for your continuous support. Your precious time with us is highly appreciated. See you.